Like I have 3 like absolute must everyday carry things, and they're all lame, and I'm sure most of the people that listen to this are going to tell me to fuck off. Laced shoes. Don't wear fucking sandals. Like I don't care how cool your sandals look. Like not only you might have to run, the ground in most of the world is not clean. Like it's got glass, it's got metal shards, it's got all sorts of shit. So when bad stuff happens and you need to exfil, you don't want to do that in your flip-flops, right? So laced shoes is number 1. $100 in small denominations is the second thing I recommend. Because, US dollars specifically, because the US dollar still, for now, carries exponential value beyond just its currency exchange rate. So when you hand somebody in a foreign country a $5 bill, it's worth more to them than just the exchange of the $5 bill, right? They have that interpretation of it. So you can get a whole lot done
with small bills.
With small bills. And then if you take those small bills, 5s and 10s and 1s, and you basically split them into 2 piles, and you put one pile like in your bag, one pile in your pocket, now you're reducing the odds of losing all of your stash, you know, in 2 different ways. So $100, laced shoes, and then a major US credit card is my third thing. A major US credit card is accepted pretty much everywhere, and it'll get you anything you need in a pinch, right? It'll get you an airplane flight to a safer place. It'll get you a hotel room, even if it only has $600 on it. Like, it'll get you where you need to be.
Exactly. When traveling outside of the US, do you have any tips for people on what they should or shouldn't be doing?
Yeah,
technology-wise or
security,
pickpockets, things of this nature.
Yeah, I mean, there's a long list. Yeah, there's a long list there. So one of the big things I would say that I hope is obvious is that don't ever try to show off your money, your status, or any of
watches,
designer shoes, designer belts, right? Designer bags.
You want to blend in.
Yeah, and you want to blend in with the environment where you're going to operate.
Yeah.
What the fuck's the purpose in wearing your nice Gucci shoes when you get off the airplane in, you know, Kinshasa, DRC? There's no benefit to you. If anything, everybody there is going to see you as a target. And one of the pieces of one of the pushback that I often get, especially from my executive clients, is they're like, well, people wear designer stuff everywhere. People wear fucking knockoff designer stuff everywhere. If you've ever seen a knockoff Chanel next to a real Chanel, it's crystal clear.
Night and day difference.
Screams. It screams.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like the world knows that. All the criminal elements of the world know that. And the thing to remember is that the criminal elements outside of the United States are exponentially more than the criminal elements inside the United States. Because inside the US, in order to make a living, you actually usually have to have a real job.
Yeah.
The rest of the world, you can make a very comfortable living being a petty criminal.
Yeah.
So for sure, don't ever show off your stuff. Do not use your electronic mobile devices when you are in a public open area, right? At a very minimum, at a bare minimum, find a fucking wall.
So you suggest a camera over a cell phone to take pictures while you're on vacation?
No, that's not necessarily what I'm saying. Okay. What I'm saying is like when you reference a map or when you're Googling a restaurant,
you don't look like you're...
Get your back against a wall, so 180 degrees of approachability is now blocked off.
Gotcha.
And then reference your shit. What ends up happening is too many people walk, and they stop and they reference their shit. And then they walk, and they stop and they reference their shit. Every time you stop to reference your shit, you're just telling everybody around you,
you don't know where the fuck you're going.
So that's one of the things that I very highly recommend.